Hello everyone. Our topic today is ethics in changing children's genomes. Let's start with the definition of ethics in science. According to the Oxford Learner's Dictionaries, ethics is a moral principle that control or influence a person's behavior. And also according to the Oxford Learner's Dictionaries, science is a knowledge about the structure and behavior of the natural and physical world based on the fact that you can prove, for example, by experiments. So what is called as genome editing? Genome editing, or also called as gene editing, is a group of technologies that give scientists the ability to change an organism's DNA. These technologies allow genetic material to be edited, removed, or altered at particular locations in the genome. Several approaches to genome editing have been developed throughout the years. The definition of genome, according to the Oxford Learner's Dictionaries, is the complete set of genes in a cell or living thing. Genome is the haploid set of chromosomes in a gamete or microorganism, or in each cell of multicellular organism. Let's find out in details what genome is in the next following video.
What is a genome? Well, a genome is all the genes, plus some extra, that make up an organism. Genes are made up of DNA, and DNA is made up of long paired strands of A's, T's, C's, and G's. Your genome is the code that your cells use to know how to behave. Cells interacting together make tissues. Tissues cooperating with each other make organs. Organs cooperating with each other make an organism. You. So, you are who you are in large part because of your genome.
Ethics while editing the genome. There are three main ethic concerns, which are safety, religion, and equality. The first one is safety concern. There are chances that the editing might fail due to the factors that cannot be controlled, which may lead to defects. The editing may also be misused for enhancements, which can be dangerous to the public. Last but not least, the regulations may vary depending on countries. The second ethic concern is religion or moral concerns. Objections will arise due to moral issues. This is because science practices conflicts with religious beliefs most of the times. The final concern is equality. It is possible that this new technology would only be available for the rich and powerful, thus creating new classes of community based on the quality of the engineered genome.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Shafiq bin Zulkifli, and today I'm going to explain the view or perspective from our experts regarding the topic. Firstly, we have Mary Todd Bergman, who is a editorial director for science communication at Sanofi. She explains that the genome modification is controversial. She also said that more researchers are needed to justify the benefits. The future generations could benefit due to constant human evolution. And lastly, she said that the responsibility of the scientific community to instill the confidence to make genome editing an option available to all. Next, we have David R. Liu. David R. Liu, who is a Richard Merkin Professor, the Director of the Merkin Institute of Transformative Technologies in Healthcare and Vice Chair of the Faculty at the Broad Institute of Harvard and MIT. During one of his interviews, he claims that the genome editing is unlikely to make a designer baby that has perfect intelligence or any alike. He also said that the effort, the expense and resources needed to develop and test genome editing in people is enormous. If you have a child with a genetic disease and the prognosis is that the child will die in a short period of time, that is a very serious problem. He also said that the people will justifiably invest enormous resources to treat that kind of afflicted population, but to make somebody's hair shiner, make them run faster or perform music better. He doubts that such changes will ever be a goal of genome editing researchers.
Next is the impact of changing children's genome. Genetic engineering could further human lifespans. By modifying our cells, we may be able to extend our life to level previously considered to be impossible. Other than that, we could get rid of hereditary disease. Even smaller issues such as eczema could be resolved because of this proactive intervention. Anyone who believes in the concept of God or supernatural creator will have some level of ethical concern about this technology, because it implies that the decisions being made are equivalent to playing God. At the same time, this will create different societal classes around the world. We might have to live in a world where different classification of genetic purity could lead to individualized approaches to healthcare, employment, and education. Gene editing will eventually allow for trait selection. We will need to create systems that help to keep those with genetic advantages equal to those who were born naturally because they didn't have enough wealth. This technology surely aid medical research advancement in the long run. There will be new study options to investigate, and this could be the next wave of medicines that equals or surpasses the impact of antibiotics. Last but not least, it would change how we would need to approach population control. If we extend the lifespan of everyone, then this would change our global culture. There will be problems with job availability, medical care, and economic disparity.
Just now my friend has discussed the outcomes of not following the ethics, and now I'm here to convey you ways to overcome unethical operations on topic changing children's genome. Before I start, I would like to divide the ways into two phases, which are before and after embryo genome editing had been implemented. First and foremost, experts or related international organizations, WHO and United Nations, for example, should take the place to describe the relationship between ethics and law in the field of biotechnology before popularized genome modifying. This is crucial in order to achieve a common view on range of application, which helps the draw up of laws for each country. After a common view has been achieved among countries, public have to be engaged, since they have the right to speak up their opinions and the right to choose whether they wish to modify their offspring's genomes or not. It's common that people don't accept new concepts or cutting-edge technologies similar to vaccination of COVID-19 around the world happening these days. However, raising their biomedical ethics education and awareness through campaigns and workshops are believed to smoothen the implementation of genome editing. After genome editing is implemented, it should be accompanied with strict laws to enforce everyone, including providers and consumers, to follow the ethics zone and avoid the abuse of this technology. Last but not least, as all operations do, you find a reliable surgeon or physician to carry out the operation to prevent any medical accident.
Hi, I'm Atira. I will continue for the conclusion. For the last part in our video is conclusion. Conclusion for this topic, which is ethics in changing children's genome, is germline genome editing has the big potential to bring transformative changes to the human reproduction throughout the world. In countries with no clear norms with regard to reproductive medicine, the widespread use of germline genome editing for disease prevention will likely bring some social harm. In addition, to bring some advantages for some couples who seek for healthy genetically related child. Before human germline genome editing is introduced into the global society, it is necessary to conduct further discussion on the ethical, legal, and social implications and to reach a broad consensus.